We are on lesson 3.1 in our Go Math book. We're on page 161, and today we're learning about repeated addition. The essential question is, how can you write an addition sentence for problems with equal groups? Our directions say to use counters to model the problem and then draw a picture of your model. Clayton has 3 rows of trading cards. There are 5 cards in each row. How many trading cards does Clayton have? Now you might not have counters at home, so I'll show you with counters, but then we'll also draw it. So he has 3 rows, and there are 5 in each row. There's 5. There's another row of 5. And another row of 5. Rows go across. So there are his rows. Now, if I wanted to draw this, I would make my 3 rows. I'm going to slide these over so I have room. I would make my 3 rows, and I would, whatever it is, whether it's cards or toys or whatever, I'm just going to draw circles to represent that. So I need 5. And then, to solve this, I'm going to use repeated addition. This is 5, this is 5, this is 5. So I need to have 3 5s. I'm going to add my first 2 addends, and that is 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus 5 more is 15. So you can turn your paper over. We're going to go to the top where it says Model and Draw. You can use addition to find the total amount when you have equal groups. So we have 3 rows of 4. There's our 3 rows, and there are 4 in each row. That means we need to write 4 3 times. 4 plus 4 plus 4. We need to add our first 2 addends. 4 plus 4 is 8, and then 8 plus 4 is 12, and we have 12 in all. So the directions say find the number of shapes in each row and complete the addition sentence to find the total. So we have 3 rows of, so here's 3 rows. So how many are in each row? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means we need to use that 5 3 times. So 5, 5, and 5. We're going to add our first 2 addends. 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 more equals 15. Number 2, we have 4 rows going across of, how many are in each row? There's 4 there, 4 there, 4 there, 4 there. So we have 4 rows of 4. So we need to use the number 4 4 times. So then we add 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. And 8 plus 8 is 16. And in number 3, 5 rows of, we have 5 rows right there. So how many are in each row? There's 3, 3, 3. Each row has 3. So we need to use the number 3 5 times. So 3 for each row. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 3 is 6, and we have a 3 left over. So 6 plus 6 is 12, and 3 more is 15. And turn your paper over, or go to the next page. Sorry. We're on page 163. You're going to do this on your own. I'm just going to explain it to you. It's exactly what we just did. You need to see how many rows you have and how many are in each row. So find the number of shapes in each row and complete the addition sentence to find the total. This tells you that you have 2 rows. So how many are in each row? Then you're going to use that number 2 times. This tells you you have 3 rows. 3 rows. How many are in each row? Put that number there, and you will use that number 3 times. This tells you you have 4 rows. 4 rows. So how many are in each row? Put that number there, and you will use that number 4 times. This tells you you have 4 rows. 4 rows. How many are in each row? Put that number there, and you'll use that number 4 times. And this tells you that you have 5 rows. Remember, rows go across. How many are in each row? You're going to use that number 5 times to get your answer. Turn the paper over. Number 9, Mrs. Chen makes 5 rows of chairs. She puts 2 chairs in each row. How many chairs does Mrs. Chen use? So you need 5 rows. And you need 2 chairs in each row. You need to do that. You need to do your repeated addition and get your answer. Number 10, George has 3 fish bowls. There are 4 fish in each bowl. How many fish are in the bowls? So I could draw bowls, but I like to represent it with just lines, so I'm going to say 3 fish bowls right there. And there are 4 fish in each bowl. So you need to do that. Do your repeated addition to get your answer and put it down there. Number 11, there are 6 photos on the wall. There are 2 photos in each row. So how many rows of photos are there? This one is a little different from what we've been doing up here. They're telling you how many there are in all. There are only 6. So you need to draw 6 circles on your paper, but put them in rows of 2 and see how many rows you make. How many rows will you make? And number 12, Donna has 3 rows of toys. There are 5 toys in each row. How many toys does she have? So 3 rows. And you need to put 5 toys in each row. And then do your repeated addition down here to find out how many toys she has. When you have completed all of those, you will be done with your assignment.